Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be doing another deck list for you. This deck list, I was going to let my brother do it, but my brother is out of town right now, and so I wanted to get this deck list out as soon as possible, because we are going to regionals next Sunday, and I was going to post it next weekend, but we're going to be busy next weekend and that week getting ready for the regionals. I know I will be going. I'm not 100% sure about my brother, but we will be at the Columbus Regional. The deck I'm about to show you will probably be the deck list I'm about to show you will probably be the deck my brother is playing. So if you recognize my voice, come up. I'll probably have some trades on me and we can trade. Anyway, getting right into the deck list. So for consistency stuff, 3 Flunderies and Eglin. My brother, he likes birds, so he picked up the bird deck. 3 Eglin, 3 Robina. These 3 are your like consistency stuff. So you can normal the Eglin, grab this, and then normal the Robina. Robina will add another Flunderies monster, like the Strini or the Toucan or another Eglin for next turn, and then you can just normal some of the impen. But for those are for consistencies, and then for the one of the small birds, the 1 Strini and the 1 Toucan, you don't want to run more than just the ones because you don't want to see them in hand. You usually want to search them for the follow-up or whatever, but yeah. And then for the big birds of the deck, 3 of the Empen, or not 3, 2 of the Empen, 1 of the Miss Valley, and then technically not a bird, but still 1 of the Ryza. So usually first turn you put Empen, and then the follow-up turn on your opponent's turn, if they normal summon, you normal summon the Eglin again. Eglin will grab this, and then you can summon like the Rabina or whatever, or normal the Rabina, normal the Eglin, and then bring out Avian for the negate. So now they're Empen locked, and then the Avian. Or sometimes what I've seen him do, what I've kind of do, because every now and then I do play this deck at locals or whatever. Like if my opponent has a board established, I'll usually bring out the Ryza. So, and then for the rest of the monsters, which are hand traps, I am running 3 Ash Blossom and 3 D-Shifter. D-Shifter has usually always been in flu. It's just it's good against it's good against some matchups and everything. So what I usually do is, if I know I'm going second or whatever, I'll usually maybe take out the 2 Ash and put 2 other ones in, or I'll take out like 3 other cards for it. But that's it for the monsters. It's kind of it's pretty standard. You could run the 3rd Empen if you wanted to, like cut an Ash Blossom, but I like it at 2. So, and then for the spells and traps, I'm running 3 Map. Map is when your opponent normal summons, you get to normal summon a monster, and then it also has, during the main phase, I can reveal a level 1 Flunderies in my hand, and then banish 1 Flunderies card with a different name from the deck, and then normal summon the other one. So, and then the 1 Continuous, I was thinking about putting this at 2, maybe, but then I was like, you can search it off the Empen. So, and then to finish out the rest of the Flundery stuff, 3 Advent. It dodges your Imperm. It dodges Imperm, and then it grabs you the field spell, or like a Flundery's monster if you don't have a normal summon. So, that's pretty much it for the Flundery's spells. And then more kind of consistency stuff. I'm 3 Prosperity, 3 Pot of Extravagance. So this, once I get my hands on it, this will be Pot of Duality, because the extra deck, it doesn't matter what's in your extra deck, but for the way me and him have the side deck for it, you kind of need it. So these three are subbing in 3 duality. I have the 3 duality somewhere, I just don't remember where I put them, so for the time being it's 3. And then usually, of course, this is like a going first card, so when you know but of course if you're going second, I mean, it's a good card too because it gives you 2 draws, but the Pot is another consistency card. The Extravagance, it's just a draw card. So and then people are saying this it is kind of a bad tech choice to run this in a way, but I am running 3 Book of Eclipse. I am actually thinking about running 2 Book of Moon and then 1 Book of Eclipse, but I like the 3 Book of Eclipse. Yes, it does flip every monster on the field face down, but what we could do is once your opponent establishes the board, you have this set. All right, battle phase, attack declaration, just flip everything face down, and then end phase, everything will get flipped face back up. And then since M-Pen is still on the field, since the M-Pen is still on the field, they'll get face up in defense position, and M-Pen is still alive. So, and then for, we run around the issue of having trouble with back row, so 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. This was a terraforming to search for the field spell, but going second, we were having troubles with back row stuff because Flunderies doesn't. Yes, you can select 1 card, contribute that 1 card with the continuous spell, but that is once per turn. So then you can just Harpy's Feather to them, play the continuous spell, tribute 1 card, and then and then and then 2 of the Dreaming Town, because you can search it off the M-Pen. I was kind of thinking about running it at 1, but 2 seems to be pretty decent. So, and then the 1 Harpy's Featherstorm. So basically, you'll just, if you don't know what Harpy's Featherstorm does, it shuts down any of your opponent's monster effects they would activate for the turn. So you usually want to flip it during the standby or draw phase, so then they can't really do anything. All they can do is set their spells and traps, and then it leaves you open to hopefully go for a game next turn. And then board breaker 2 evenly. I was thinking about putting the evenly at 3, but 2's been doing pretty good because you can draw with it into Extravagance. You can add it off Prosperity. I've Prosperity when I was playing with it today, or the most recent locals. I Prosperity twice that 1 match, and I saw evenly both times. Of course, I didn't grab it because I had engine cards when I Prosperity'd, but usually if you're going second, you activate the Extravagance. All right, you draw into it, perfect. Just go to battle, end of battle, play the evenly, and if you have 2, then you can play the second one to attempt to break the board again. But I like it at 2. And then the extra deck, it doesn't really matter what you play in the extra deck, but I'll explain the extra deck when we get to the side deck. But for the lovely extra deck, it's a little weird. I mean, yes, it doesn't really matter, what you have in the extra deck for Flunderies, but with this extra deck, it's a little weird. So 1 Granny, 1 Libellion, 1 Chimera, 1 Sanctifier, 2 Mirror Jade. Like I said, it doesn't really matter what you have in the extra deck for it, but when we get to the side deck, I'll explain it. But this right here, the Mirror Jade, the Libellion, the Guardian Chimera, those are all one of the cards you usually see your opponent using. And then Sanctifier, I mean, yes, the Gimmick Lock, it does not hurt this deck, but at the same time, Albion can bring back a card and put it on your field, which you can just tribute with it. But these right here are kind of really heavy hitters. Yes, they can use the Lebellion to shuffle back Mirror Jade to go in something else, but usually with the card I have in there, it doesn't really matter. I am thinking about putting the other Albion in here at like 1 maybe. The only reason a couple of these are at 1 is because I only own the 1, so that's it for for at least the branded part of the extra deck. 2 Gorara. The only reason there's 2 Gorara is because your opponent can use Super Poly and then use an M-Pen and something else to go into this. And there's also another reason why there's 2 in here is because if your opponent uses an effect that looks at your extra deck, they send it or whatever, or your opponent makes you send one and say, if they let you choose, usually send this so you can get the draw. So, and then for this next one, I'm 2 Anguish, 1 Rage, 1 Yama, 1 A-Bomb, 1 Zeus, and 1 DDD Divisor Mucinex. So one of the top decks right now is Unchained. So, and another one would be Medallion, but I don't own the Medallion cards, so. Now for the side deck. 2 Nibiru for those combo heavy decks. So like if my opponent, so going into game 2, my opponent will know I'll be playing Flundery, so they're going to go first. So I'm putting like the Nibiru in for hand trap or whatever. And then this is why the extra deck is so weird, but like I said, it doesn't really matter what's in the extra deck for Flunderies, but for how I have the extra deck built, it kind of does. So this right here will Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries. The reason I have the extra deck like this is so I can activate this when they normal summon, either call Lebellion, and then they won't be able to go into the Lebellion, so the only way they can get to Mirror Jade is the Albion. And then if I clear the other Mirror Jade, next turn if I draw, okay, let's just say they cleared my field, standby, activate another one, call Mirror Jade, and then banish that, and then now, I mean, yes, they still have a whole extra deck to get to, but I outed their main boss monster. I also was thinking about putting the Chimera cards in there. I just don't have the Chimera cards to put in there. So. And then more going second cards, 2 Dark Ruler, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic. Cosmic is mainly for the Unchained. Lightning Storm is just good removal. You can pick one or the other. And Dark Ruler, it shuts down a couple majority of the good decks. And then 1 Change of Heart, and then 3D Bear. Like I said, since Flunderies doesn't really care about this, so like if I know, like, so usually I'll like take out the 3 Ash Blossom for the Winter Cherries, and then like put these in for the Extravagances, really whatever, and then Change of Heart is just to steal that 1 boss monster or bait out a negate, and then use that monster as tribute. So, but that is me and my brother's list for Flunderies. I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good rest of your night or day. Peace.